Hi Leo, this is your reading with me. So have a look. What was I going to say? I was like, well, technically I was going to say make sure you check out your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs because you might be able to gather more information for the last quarter of this year. So I'm looking into October, November and December for Leos. Whether you're a sun, moon, rising or Venus sign Leo, we're going to take a look. And also this is going to be for the last quarter, which is crazy that I'm uploading a video for the last quarter because I've been doing the quarterly readings all year. It just seems kind of crazy in all honesty, and I'm very excited. So let's have a look and see what is coming through. Yeah, so we're going to start. Well, actually, I want to mention as well, if you'd like to win a free reading with me or purchase a private paid reading, all the information is in the description box below. Private paid readings are done within 24 to 48 hours, and also my Etsy store is down below as well, where there's handmade intention bracelets, so I have those on there as well. They are meditated with and they're staged, and they're there to remove obstacles and challenges from different areas of your life, so please do check those out if you are interested. And they are on there. Also the review section is on there if you want to see how other people have seen results with them, so everything is there. And yeah, there's also hand embroidered intention cards which you can put under your pillow, in your wallet, your purse. This is pretty exciting. Okay, Leo, let's have a look, see what's coming through for October. I have basically decided to do this way, this method of placing and getting the cards out, just because in some of the other videos the cards just were not coming out, and also in some of the more earth sign readings way too many cards were also coming out, so this is just a good way to balance it as I ask in my mind and get the cards out. So Leo, we've got the Hanged Man here, ruled by Neptune. That's nice, got nice spiritual energy that is flowing through in October, and I will say that you can feel very, very enlightened in October. You can feel almost like a weight is being lifted off your shoulders here. I will say it's nice because the Pluto retrograde is coming to an end in October. Also the Jupiter retrograde will have come to an end, which by the way ends in September, mid-September. So you can feel much lighter, much brighter. You've got on the 14th of October, you've actually got the Mercury retrograde. So what I'm seeing here is that there can be friends or family members that want to reconnect with you here in October, and they might come in with quite a heavy dose of communication, and you'll be like, oh, okay, this is like a new chapter. This is like a new phase. For some of you, this can be someone that you haven't spoken to in a while, or someone that maybe even ghosted you, because I do see here with the Two of Wands, there's like this gift here, and it's like, oh, we haven't spoken in a long time, you haven't really talked to me in a while, and here you are talking to me, okay. You know, it's just a little, I wouldn't say it's strange, but it's like, okay, you're talking to me, what's the purpose? So this can also be someone from the past, but this is someone that you're going to be like, okay, it's not like you're going to be like, oh, don't want to talk to this person. This is more of that energy of like, oh, okay, cool. This person, right? So sort of seeing there with this Leo energy. Okay, well, Two of Wands here also shows that there can be multiple people that come through here in terms of communication. I'm just seeing, you know, that this can be like a friend, it could be an ex, it could be someone like a family member, work colleague. There's someone here that just sort of re-enters. I will say as well, for those of you that have really wanted someone back from your past, the only energetic way that they seem to come in is by the Hanged Man being adapted, and this also means, you know, perhaps you are feeling more confident in your own energy, you feel like you don't really need this person, and that's why they sort of come back in. You see that a lot with people that have broken up from one another, where one person is really heartbroken and the other one doesn't really care, and they're maybe the dumper, you know, the dumper, and then the dumpy is like really, really heartbroken, and then, you know, the dumpy gets over it and moves forward and heals with time, whilst the dumper doesn't really care to begin with, but then the dumper eventually with time feels so much remorse and sadness just as the dumper is moving on. So, sorry, the dumpy is moving on. Wow, it's so complicated to explain, but you know what I mean, right? So what tends to happen then is just as the other person's moving on, the person that essentially did the dumping, feels really bad and then comes back around. It's just as, the other person's moving on. It's crazy. And so that's the energy of the hangman, feeling strong and confident and someone else coming back. So that's, in terms of like a relationship, or an ex, but I also see that with friendships, so I'm just saying. All right, let's go now to November. I mean, I'm giving a chance for the cards to come out, but it's a deck where the cards don't really come out so easily. Okay. Alright, we got the Hermit, the Lovers, Six of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Nice. Yeah, you're feeling confident here in November. It's almost like you are saying to yourself, you know what, I've got myself. I am emotionally available. I feel good. I feel happy. I have empathy towards others. You're just really finding a lot of goodness within yourself, and you're telling yourself, like, I'm a good person. I'm a great person. I'm a caring person. I'm a sharing person. I'm really just a good person. And that's what I see here, is that you're a good person, you like yourself, you care about yourself, you do a lot for yourself, and you're just a good person. And we've got the Six of Pentacles here with the Lovers, right? So it just goes to show that with this energy here, Leo, that November here is bringing you lots of balance, lots of stability. You might be taking part in a project or a collaboration in terms of work, especially if you have a career. This is you getting perhaps more recognition. It's going to also be a little bit more money, so an increase. Those of you in education, you can feel like, finally, I'm getting paid attention to, or that my work is paying off. The Hermit here is about isolation. You may feel like you're isolated quite a bit. You may feel like there's maybe not that many people around you. In November, you're spending a lot more time by yourself. I will say that November here seems to be the biggest growth for you spiritually out of the whole year. That's what I'm seeing here. Like, October is kind of like the kickstart, and November here seems to be like a really big month for you to really find yourself, because you're spending time with yourself and you're growing a lot. So the King of Cups here shows you feeling emotionally very stable in your own energy, and the Lovers here is a great opportunity for love and growth. So it can be quite a turning point this year, because the stronger you feel within yourself and the more motivated you also feel in terms of sort of career, and just being happy with the place that you're in your life can be actually quite strong. Because some people, they, if one thing isn't working in their life, for example, they, would rather become the victim than the victor, and they'll be like, but this part in my life is not working. So they could have everything else, really in line, but then they could be like, oh yeah, but this is not working, my love life is not working, or my career is not working. But instead, look at all those areas that you feel fulfilled in. Sure, you've got one that's unfulfilled, but it's also about having gratitude towards all the other areas, and you'll feel so much better, and spiritually as well, that will allow the universe to bring you what you want, right? Rather than complaining to the universe. Say that you're grateful for what you have, and you'll attract so much more. All right, December for you, Leo. Let's have a look. Two of Swords, Five of Swords. We've got the Moon and the Queen of Swords. We've got a lot of swords. Okay, a lot of swords. So the Five of Swords with the Two of Swords here. There's some form of indecision that you may have. The Five of Swords is more so this inner conflict that you might have, especially with the Moon, right? You might feel very, very emotional. Your emotions may be extremely heightened throughout the month of December. Also with the Queen of Swords as well, you might be feeling quite cold towards certain people. Maybe you don't get invited somewhere that you really want to get invited to, so you feel just really defensive, you feel conflicted, you feel upset, you feel sad. What I will say is not getting invited to this particular place or taking part in this particular thing is actually a blessing in disguise. So I know that sounds really strange to say, but actually it's allowing you to be so much stronger within yourself, because actually this particular thing that that you're not invited to is actually no good for you. It shows that you may have been hurt at this place, there is an issue with safety, or there's this issue of someone saying something really, really nasty to you. So it's almost like not being invited to this particular thing that you really want to go to is a huge blessing in disguise. And sometimes the universe does that. Okay, there are places we want to go or things we want to do. The universe will completely redirect us from that particular thing because of safety issues or because something really catastrophic could happen. So you're avoiding something here. The universe is allowing you to avoid something here, which is huge. That's like a really wow energy. I know it doesn't look wow and doesn't sound like wow because you really want to do this particular thing, but it's definitely quite significant. So that's what we have. That's what we have here. In December as well, I just feel that if you take that as a positive, you'll feel so much better and so much more confident, and just know that it's a cycle and a phase and you'll get through that as well. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius. This is your reading. Take care, stay safe, and ta-da! Bye!